everybody, it's Debbie here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you very much for hitting on that button and joining me today. I hope you enjoy what you see, and if you do, maybe you can consider hitting the subscribe button. And if you are a viewer who is coming back, thank you so much. I appreciate each and every view, and I especially love the comments that I get and the people that I get to interact with while I'm doing this channel. So today I am just going to work in my journal, and this is the journal that I created. I can put a link to that below if you'd like, and you can see how I did the cover and how I made a couple of inserts, and one of them is in here. But today I think I am going to go to this is very much a junk journal, this first insert. And this is the last page I worked on in here. I love this triple. So I've got a pocket here, I've got a pocket here, and I've got a pocket here. And I love that triple pocket that I designed for that one. So what I'm going to do for today, though, is I am going to go through to my second booklet. And this booklet, I've just done it as an art journal, just for me to play around in. So I've got a vellum cover on it. I'll do something with that later, but I have a piece of tracing paper, really thin tracing paper, a piece of regular printer paper, and so I've done a couple of those. And then in the center I've added a couple of black just craft paper as well. So today, though, I think I'm going to start working on a white background. So I am just going to put a piece of scrapbooking paper in there. So I'm going to put a piece of scrapbooking paper behind this. And the first thing I'm going to do is open up this clear gesso, and it's an acrylic medium. I've never used this. I got it at a yard sale in a box of stuff, and it is still good. I'm just going to put this right on my paper. So the more texture I can get in here, the better, as far as I'm concerned. The more texture, the better, because I just want to play with maybe some watercolor today. So I haven't played for a long time. Life is so serious. I got some on my fingers when I was opening the lid. So I'm just going to take this. This is a rough old brush. I forgot to clean it out once. Yeah, you shouldn't do that, eh? And so I am going to put this on here just like this. I'm going to use this brush, and I am going to crisscross this all over this paper. Two reasons for it. I just want to try to create some texture, and this is only copy paper, so I'm going to go right to the edges, and this will give this paper some strength. When this dries, it'll give this paper some strength. So I planned on, this is a small journal, like a small page. These pages aren't very big. So when I put this together, my thoughts were that I could do little bits of art in here. So my main thought was, I've never made a quotes journal. I've never done a quotes journal. And I thought, what better place to do something like that than in a little journal like this. So I'm going to dry this. I am going to take my heat tool, and I'm going to dry this. So I'll probably cut it out, and you won't have to listen to it all. So that feels good and dry enough to work on anyway. So I'm going to stick that in some water this time, because that's what happened last time. I didn't stick it in water, and Oh, sorry. I'm trying to work around my tripod. So let me see. I'm just going to use this little brush right here, and I am just going to put some water on here, and it'll get this wet again, no doubt. Hopefully it doesn't dissolve at all. But I am going to put, let me see, I'm working with purples and blues today. So I'm just going to put, I've got these Artist's Loft. They're these. I'll show you what they are. I bought them a couple of years ago, and I think I've used one or two of them a couple of times. I don't even want that darker blue. I want this. It's going to be cobalt blue, and this violet, and maybe this crimson red. Yes, maybe this crimson red. So reds and purples are like at the same end of the spectrum. So I want a little more water. I want to put a teeny tiny little dribble of water on here. So all I want to do is I just want to move this. I just want to move this around on the page a little bit. There. So I'm not going to put that away yet. I'm just going to put the lid on that. Then I'm going to do the same thing with the blue one, but I'm going to get a little more water. And I'm going to put some water on here because I want this to flow. I'm putting a lot of water on here. And remember, this is just copy paper. So I don't know how it's going to stand up. I honestly don't. This has been opened, but the end has gone a little bit hard. There. Oh, that's a lot. So this may end up being a darker color. It'll be thicker in some places. So I'm going to bring it right up into here. This is a nice dark blue now. So I'm really just plopping some paint on the page. So I'm doing this. I'm going down. I'm running out of water down here, though. It's getting dry. Let's move my page up just a little bit so that y'all can see it. And I'm going to see about putting a little bit more water down, and the red's been opened. Thank goodness. I haven't put the lid on the blue yet because I don't know if I'm done with it. Lots of water down here, and then a little dab of red in that. Nice and dark right there. Yum. Look at that red. Isn't that red pretty? So I'm going to go across here, across the bottom of the page. And then I'm just going to start moving it up. Thin it out and move it up into the blue. Look at that deeper purple that's making. And this is now just running all over. Now that red and that blue are making a purple, but they're making a dirty purple. It's a dirty purple. And that texture, see the texture that's swirling around in that underneath? There. Now this is really, really wet. So, and I don't want it to be really wet like that. I'm going to take my baby wipe. I'm not an artist. I just like playing with colors. So I'm just going to take my baby wipe, and I'm going to create some of this on here. There, and that I want it to dry like that. Look at the different shading that gives. So I'm just going to dry it again. I'm going to try to dry it really good this time. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is I want some stamping. Now this is my background. I want some stamping on here. I'm going to take this feather, this one right here. I'm not even going to put it on an acrylic block. I'm just going to peel it off of here. And then I got some butterflies too, in case I decide I want them. But I'm just going to take this stamp. And I just want some hints. Like this. Just like that. I'm just looking for some textured lines on here. So take it and lay it all different ways. Just like that. Oops. Huh. Yeah, say, come on. I got it all over my fingers doing it this way. Now, I could have used the whole stamp on here, but I don't want to. There, I think that's enough. And I'm just going to, until there's no more ink left on here, instead of cleaning it off. Make sure I get it all. There, it's nice and clean. Nice and clean, like it's never been used. So I put that back on my page, this one. And then I'm going to take this other one off. I've used this other one many times. It is so, so pretty. These are really stuck. These must have been sitting in the sun or too close to a heater or something at one time. Either that or it's just because I haven't used them in so long. But yeah, they're really, really stuck. Okay, I'm going to... This is really bumpy, this paper now, because it's been wet so many times. So I don't even think putting this on, I don't think putting it on an acrylic block will allow me to put it down on the paper. So just like that. It's inking it up that's hard when you don't have the acrylic block. I'm going to put it this way because I don't want that to go the same way. So I think I've got lots of, maybe one more time over here. I think I've got lots of stuff on there. I think we'll do it once down here. I'm trying to just hold the stamp in one place while I moved it a little bit there, but that's kind of cool actually anyway, with this kind of a curly. I'm just trying to make it so I like it. Okay. Now I want something else on here, but I don't want it to be black. I think I want it to be white. There. There, nice clean stamp again. So I think what I'm going to do is just splatter this. Just splatter it. I need some dots. I just need some white acrylic paint. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so what I brought with me here was my Staedtler acrylics. So I'm going to get that really chunky little brush. I'm going to put a little tiny bit of white acrylic down on here, just a dot. And then I'm going to get this wet, and I'm going to mix it in here so that I have like a runny white acrylic, runny white acrylic. And then I'm just going to yes. Let's get the rest of that up and put some down here. I think I need a little wee bit more. Just a little wee bit more. There, perfect. There. It looks so much better with a little bit of white spray painted over it. Not spray painted, flicked over it. There, that's good. That's good. Okay, so that's my page. And then I want to put a sentiment on it. I want to put a sentiment. I'm not even going to do the butterflies. I like these little flowers that are in here, but I'm not even going to do butterflies. So my sentiment, I have these little tags. These little tags came in this package from, I found them at my Dollar Tree in Ontario. So quite a while back, maybe 3-4 months back, I hauled these. And they come with a little wee bit of string as well. So try to be a rainbow in someone's cloud. I like that. And I like this one right here. Be the reason someone smiles today. I think it's going to be this one. In this time, it's just so good to do a deed for somebody so that you can make them smile. And we had a deed done for us today, which was just, it couldn't have made me smile more. So our post box is directly across the road, and I'm just cutting a little piece of this string right here while I talk. So our post box is right across the road, and our mail's been going into it for the whole time that we've been quarantined, but we really can't go out. I phoned the post office to find out if we could or not, because it's right there. Like, I mean, we just have to walk across the road when there's nobody around and we could get our mail. And she said that actually you're not supposed to go near your post box if you're quarantined, because your mailman has to come in contact with that. So our mailman actually didn't have to deliver our mail right to the stop. She could have just held it at the post office for the day or for the quarantine time, and we could have gone there and picked it up when we were done. But she didn't. She actually took the mail today and walked over. Like, our mail's been going in there for about a week. So she took the mail today and she walked it across the road put it on our step, knocked on the door, and left. And she absolutely didn't have to do that. And of course, I'm waiting for my tacky glue to come down. So yeah, she didn't have to do that at all. She really didn't. They're not required to do that. So it was just her that did it. So be the reason someone smiles today. Right there. So I want that to dry. And then I'm going to do a little bit to it as well. So yeah, so she made me smile. She absolutely made me smile today, because what was in that, it was an Amazon order that had been stuck over there for 4 or 5 days, and I couldn't pick it up. And I buy my coffee. I get my coffee delivered from Amazon, and my decaf coffee that I drink in the afternoon was sitting across the road right over there in our mailbox, and we couldn't get it. So she delivered that Amazon to our step along with her mail, and oh my gosh, you cannot even imagine how happy I was that I got that. Yeah, so thumbs up to our postal lady. I'm going to have to give cards and flowers to a lot of people that have been doing nice things to us when this is over. I'm going to have to make my rounds for sure. Yeah, these people, honest to goodness, so wonderful. So I'm hoping that this will, right on here, this should be really good and dry by now. And I want to I'm going to do some really cool little stitching across the bottom and up the sides. Okay, so I've got that little kind of white stitching. I don't know if you can see it very well, but I can see it. So I've got some white stitching going around there, and I am just going to do some black stitching around my tag. There. So I've got a little black stitching around my tag, some white stitching around my page. This is glued on pretty good. So that's what I have. So what my plan was is that I am going to do my journaling for the day on the back. I'm just going to write with a black pen on the back, and then I can flip this over. I'll be able to see the journaling on the back, and then I can do something on this next page and do something very similar there. So yeah, that's it. So I'm going to journal on the back of this, but I'm not going to do that on camera. And so that's pretty much it with you guys. So I've done my, be the reason someone smiles today. I love that. You have no idea, after being cooped up in here for, let me see, this is going up on Wednesday. So this is Tuesday. I'm doing it the day before. So this is going up tomorrow. That means we have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday still. So we have 5. After today, we still have 5 more days in quarantine. It feels like a month. I mean, I'm keeping busy. The husband's keeping busy, but it feels like a month. So if you enjoyed this little process, and you know, and you want to come back and see what else I'm going to do, because it's something different every day, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And for everybody else, thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. So bye-bye for now. Everybody stay safe, you know, stay home, do the social distancing, only go out when you have to, and be so careful. And yeah, God bless you all, and I'll be back tomorrow with another video. So bye-bye for now.